Welcome to AudiVation. Today, we will discuss a great book on life. Why Life Speeds Up as You Get Older by Douwe Draaisma. Life is a paradox of perception. As children, we eagerly anticipate milestones, the first day of school, a birthday, a holiday, each event standing as an island in a vast sea of time. Every experience is new, every discovery fresh, and every day seems to stretch indefinitely. Yet, as we grow older, time appears to contract. The long summers of childhood shrink into fleeting weeks. The anticipation of an event is replaced by the realization that it has already passed. The same life that once felt expansive and slow begins to accelerate, slipping through our fingers before we can truly grasp it. This sensation is universal, and nearly everyone reaches a point where they marvel at how quickly the years have flown by. But why does life seem to speed up as we age? Is time truly rushing past us, or is it simply a trick of the mind? These questions form the core of Douwe Draaisma's exploration into memory, time perception, and the strange distortions that shape our experience of reality. The way we perceive time is one of the greatest mysteries of human experience. As children, summers seem endless. A single day can stretch into eternity, and waiting for a birthday feels like an excruciating test of patience. But as we grow older, the years slip by at an alarming speed. Months blur together, and suddenly, decades have passed with a breathless swiftness. Douwe Draaisma, a Dutch psychologist and historian of science, takes the reader on a journey through the mechanics of memory, the peculiarities of time perception, and the strange, unexplained phenomena that make us question our very experience of reality. Memory, as Draaisma explains, is not a passive recording device. It does not capture experience like a camera, faithfully storing away perfect copies of past events. Rather, memory is active, reconstructive, selective. It filters, distorts, enhances, and diminishes, shaping the past into a narrative that is often more about coherence than accuracy. This dynamic nature of memory is one of the reasons time feels different at different stages of life. A 10-year-old has lived so little that every experience feels new, fresh, and unrepeatable. Novelty slows time down because the brain devotes significant resources to encoding these first-time events. By contrast, an adult, having already encountered countless variations of daily life, processes the routine with efficiency. The brain takes shortcuts, glossing over the details, and as a result, time seems to speed up. Draaisma explores the reminiscence bump, a peculiar feature of autobiographical memory. If asked to recall the most vivid, detailed memories of their life, most people, regardless of age, tend to remember the period from their late teens to early 20s most clearly. Why? These years are rich with first experiences, first love, first heartbreak, first independence, first exposure to life-changing books, music, and ideas. These intense moments are deeply etched into memory, forming the core of personal identity. As life progresses, the routine takes over, and fewer novel moments stand out. Without these defining firsts, later years blend together, becoming harder to separate in memory, leading to the sensation that time is accelerating. But what of déjà vu? That strange, fleeting moment when we feel we have lived through an event before, even though we logically know we haven't. Déjà vu is one of the most baffling anomalies of memory, and Draaisma approaches it with both scientific rigor and philosophical curiosity. One of the prevailing theories is that déjà vu occurs due to a mismatch in memory processing. The brain takes in new information through multiple pathways, one conscious, the other unconscious. If the unconscious processing happens faster than the conscious one, an event may feel oddly familiar, as if we had seen it before, even though we have not. Some researchers suggest that déjà vu may be linked to forgotten dreams, moments that were encoded faintly and then resurface in a slightly different context, creating an eerie sense of recognition. As Draaisma weaves through the labyrinth of memory, he touches upon the strange phenomenon of time distortion in moments of crisis. Survivors of accidents often report that time seemed to slow down, each detail heightened to an impossible clarity. This, he explains, is likely a survival mechanism. The brain, in a heightened state of alert, absorbs far more details than usual, stretching the moment in memory. This same mechanism may explain why childhood appears to have lasted longer, because children are constantly in a state of high attention, absorbing everything with a sense of urgency that adults, dulled by repetition, no longer experience. Draaisma's exploration does not remain confined to the psychological and neuroscientific. He takes us through the metaphors that have shaped our understanding of memory over the centuries. The ancients likened memory to a wax tablet, where impressions were pressed and later worn away. The Renaissance thinkers saw it as a library or an archive, a collection of stored facts. The modern age has given us the metaphor of the brain as a computer, memory as data. But all these metaphors, as useful as they are, fail to fully capture the fluid, creative, and often deceptive nature of memory. Memory is not a storehouse, it is a storyteller, one that edits, embellishes, and even erases in service of a coherent self. Even forgetting, Draaisma suggests, has its purpose. Without forgetting, we would be overwhelmed by an endless stream of irrelevant details. Forgetting allows us to focus, to prioritize, to make sense of experience. The painful truth, however, is that forgetting is not always under our control. Dementia, Alzheimer's, and age-related memory decline strip away not just facts, but identity itself. In these tragic cases, memory ceases to be a storyteller and instead becomes an unreliable narrator, rewriting the past in ways that are beyond the person's understanding. Draaisma's journey through memory, time, and perception is not just an academic exploration, but a deeply human one. He captures the wonder and strangeness of our relationship with the past, the way time bends and warps depending on where we stand in life's arc. Through his analysis, we come to see memory not as a mere function of the brain, but as the essence of our personal history, the foundation of who we are. Déjà vu, in this context, takes on an even more mysterious role. If memory shapes our perception of time, then déjà vu represents a strange loophole in the system, a moment where the past seems to intrude on the present, where time folds in on itself. It leaves us with an uncanny sensation, a fleeting yet profound reminder that our experience of time is not as linear as we believe. For those who are afraid of their goals, this book serves as a gentle but powerful reminder that time moves, whether we fear it or embrace it. The illusion of time speeding up is often a reflection of how we live. When we repeat the same routines, life passes in a blur. But new experiences, challenges, and pursuits stretch time, making it feel richer and fuller. If fear is holding someone back from their goals, Draaisma's insights suggest that the key to slowing time down is to step into the unknown, to chase experiences that challenge and inspire. The very act of striving, of breaking free from routine, imprints deeper memories, making life feel more meaningful. Rather than fearing time's passage, this book encourages embracing it, filling it with purpose, so that when one looks back, it doesn't feel like time slipped away, but that it was truly lived. To deal with the feeling that life is speeding up beyond our control, we must consciously cultivate mindfulness and presence in our daily lives. By seeking new experiences, learning new skills, and stepping outside of our comfort zones, we can expand our perception of time, making space for reflection, appreciating small moments, and practicing gratitude can anchor us in the present. Instead of lamenting the rapid passage of time, we can actively shape our perception of it by infusing our lives with passion, curiosity, and engagement. The key is not to fight time, but to embrace it fully, transforming each fleeting moment into something deeply meaningful and unforgettable. Now, why should one read this book? Let me tell you. You must read it because it provides a profound, thought-provoking insight into how we experience life itself. Draaisma masterfully unpacks the hidden mechanisms of our perception, showing us how memory and time are intertwined in ways we rarely consider. The book offers not just knowledge, but also a new way of seeing, one that can deepen our appreciation for the fleeting moments of our lives. Understanding why time seems to speed up allows us to reclaim our awareness of it, to savor experiences with greater intensity, and to recognize the beauty in both remembering and forgetting. It teaches us that every moment counts, that memory is not just a record of our past, but the architect of our identity. As time continues its relentless march forward, this book serves as a guide, a way to slow down, reflect, and truly grasp the significance of the passing years. So take it easy. It's life, and nothing is permanent here. Nothing. Stay well, my friend.